Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing my first update for my 2025 Project Pan, 2025-ish, because technically I did start it in 2024 and this first update is in 2024, but it's mostly going to happen in 2025. So I just got a little bit of a head start. It's fine. It's totally fine. I think I filmed the intro on November 5th from best I can tell. I think it was November 5th. I don't really remember. And I don't know if I said in the video because I didn't go back and watch it to check. It doesn't really matter that much if it's exactly correct, but I'm pretty sure around November 5th is when I filmed the intro to this video. And right now it's December 9th. I was planning on waiting a little bit longer. I wanted to have about a month and a half in between the intro and the first update just because I do kind of want to eventually catch up to having the updates on time-ish, but for the first little while you're going to be seeing them well after I've filmed them, which is not, it's not that big of a deal. It's not really, I don't know. To me, it's not a big deal. But eventually I would like to be kind of on track. Still being a little bit ahead is fine, but kind of on track. Anyway, you guys won't be seeing this video until at least January. Probably sometime in January. Anyway, I don't know that matters. Let me just get into it, okay? Okay. If you want to know all the products, I don't know. What am I even saying? Why are words treating me this way? I'm going to show you what I've been using and how far I've gotten. Good idea? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go in order of how I have them listed on my notes. So first is the Morphe Jeffree Star setting spray. This thing, it's supposed to smell like strawberries. I hated the smell of this. I had to hold my breath every time. It just smells like strawberry scented chemicals. Like it smells like toxic chemicals trying to trick me into thinking they smell like strawberry. Although I don't think that inhaling this is toxic. Obviously it happened when I was using it, but I just don't like the smell and I'm glad that it's done. This took me 11 uses to finish. I don't think there was much in it to begin with, like when I rolled it in. But to be fair, I also don't think I had really used it that much before that. So I kind of wish I had tracked my uses on this whole thing because I don't think it lasted that long. Anyway, 11 uses from the time that I rolled it in. So this is rolling out. Next is the Believe Beauty translucent setting powder. And this is, there's like a teensy little bit left in there that you can kind of see at the bottom maybe. But I'm not interested in trying to finagle the sifter out of here. Nothing is coming out when I bang on it upside down, shake it around. The little bit that's left in there probably would be less than one use. Definitely would be less than one use. Way less than one use. It's just not worth it. So I'm calling this done. It's empty. This took me 9 uses to finish up from where it was when I rolled it in, which I feel like was maybe a third of the way full. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't mark it because I wasn't being smart, but that is used up. Took me 9 uses. So it's rolling out. What is this? Wet n Wild's Fantasy Maker. It's like a pumpkin serum primer. This is almost gone. I swear it was probably up to here maybe when I rolled it in. It was maybe a little bit less than halfway, I think. And that's almost gone. I've used this 12 times so far and I have maybe 2, maybe 3 uses left on this. This is definitely going to be rolled out next time. And because of that, I am going to be preemptively rolling in a replacement because this is definitely not going to last until the second update. And I feel like I might as well roll something in if this is just going to be gone in 2 or 3 more uses. So no point in waiting a whole other month to roll something in when I know this is going to be gone right away. Shoo. That one's staying until it's done, but it's almost done. Next, I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind eraser concealer thing. This is almost gone. I do have just like that much left. And I feel like when I rolled it in, it was maybe double that. So I might be able to have this done by the next update. We'll see. I'm not a fan of this concealer. It's not the greatest quality, and this like spongy top applicator is pretty annoying. I would much rather have just like a doe foot. I feel like the thing about it that bothers me the most is like, I know a lot of people complain that it's like unhygienic. It's not. I don't really have that like issue with it. It's not a big deal for me because it's going onto my clean face and I'm not sick or anything, so I'm not worried about that. But it's just really annoying because after a while, after some use, the like fluffiness of the sponge thing like dies down, and then there's like this hard plastic right underneath there, right there where my cap is. And unless you like do it at an angle and you're not putting too much pressure, that plastic like scrapes, and it's like, if you're not careful, it can be painful. So I'm gonna use this up because I can get it to work, but I'm not a big fan. Also, it's just like not the greatest quality. I feel like it works better for me now than it used to, but it's still not great. But I don't want to waste it. So, but yeah, I think this will probably be rolled out by the next update. Anywho, moving along. Oh, that I use that 12 times as well. Also, all of these are my like free pick items so far. Whether or not they're free pick or the like randomly rolled in ones doesn't really matter unless they're used up. So those 3 that are like either used up or almost used up are all free pick items. So all the items I roll in for them will also be free pick items. Anyway, the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. I don't think that the SPF is valid anymore. I think the SPF is probably expired, but it's totally fine. I have used this 12 times. I guess I must have done my makeup 12 times in the last month, which it's not that much, but it's not too bad. It's like almost, well, it's been more than a month. So maybe like every 3rd day, almost every other day. That's not too bad for me, honestly. So 12 uses on this. There's absolutely no way for me to know how much is left in here because the bottle is fully opaque. You cannot shine a light on it. I can try and shine a light into it, but that doesn't really give me a lot of info because unless I'm like at the exact right angle, I can't even see the bottom. And then even when I do get a good angle to see the bottom, I can't tell how far down it is. So that's totally unhelpful. But I think there's still a lot in here. If I had to guess, I'd say it's still about 2/3 full. So this is going to be in here for a while. And it was probably, honestly, I probably had only used it once or twice before I rolled it in. So it was probably pretty much full when I rolled it in. So maybe a few more months this is going to be in here. Yeah, this was also another free pick item. I don't know if I said that. Next are the randomly rolled in items. Also, all my free pick items, the goal is to use them up. So, and then the randomly rolled in items, I get to choose the goal, but I'm trying to use it up as my goal as often as possible. So I have the Glamlite Rick and Morty like orange lip gloss. These ones, they don't have names, so I just called them by the color. There's 2 of them. There's an orange one and like a purpley one. This is such a pretty like orangey, also kind of like pinky coppery color. And I don't know, the lighting in here is always terrible, but it's so pretty. And I have been layering this over one of the other items, the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liner, and it's the perfect combo. It goes really well with this eye look that I've been panning with my Pan Those eyeshadows. And yeah, I think it's the perfect fit. My goal on this is to use it up, and I've only used it 4 times. So that's not the way to do that. The reason I've only used it 4 times though is because of a couple of my other products, which I will explain when I get to them. But yeah, my goal is to use this up. And I think this, as long as the like eyeshadow that this goes well with is in my Pan Those eyeshadows project, which it's a very densely packed eyeshadow, so it'll probably be in for quite a while. I think I'll be totally fine with having this in because they work so well together. Anyway, only 4 uses. Nowhere near using that up, but that is that. The only item I have not used at all is the ColourPop liquid liner in Try Me. It is the, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that very well. It is the, it's not even focusing, the red liquid liner. And I rolled this in and I was like, oh, this is great. It's going to be great for holiday looks, for the Christmas times. And I am not confident in my like liquid liner skills. So I've been telling myself like, I'll do it on a day where I do my makeup, but I'm also like, I'm not on camera. But there have been so few of those days that I just need to use this no matter what. I need to specifically try to do a holiday look and just like get over whether this looks perfect or not, because my goal for this is 20 uses and I haven't used it a single time. I'm really hoping to get a good chunk of those uses in the next few weeks leading up to Christmas, because I think that's the best time for me to use this and get uses on it, but 0's not getting me anywhere, so that's rough. I have the Essence Retro Paradise lip liner. These lip liners also don't have names on them, which is super frustrating, and this came in a pack where there were 3 of them, I think. This is the lightest one. It's a nude color. It's very similar to my skin tone or my lip color already. It's just a little more, it's like a more beigey version of my lip color. And I have used this also 4 times, and my goal is also to use it up. I figured I might as well make my goal to use it up since it is such a usable color. It's just a nude. But because I've been pairing it with that lip gloss, I have also only used it 4 times. So it's a little rough out here. I have sharpened it once, I think. Also, the lid is cracking really bad, I think. That looks like cracks. Yeah. Oh well, we're gonna keep working on that. Next is my Essence lip liner, and my goal for this is to use it 20 times. It is like a purpley kind of color, and I am wearing this today. The way I've been wearing this is I've been wearing it in combination with the lipstick that I will talk about in a minute. And the combination of the two also goes really well with the eye look that I've been panning. Words are really hard today. So I've been kind of focusing on that combination because I only have 20 uses on this. Like I have a 20 use goal on this. And the nude lip liner, I am trying to use it up. But I don't really want 2 lip liners in the project. And because this goes with the eye look, I figured I'll focus my energy on this so that I can roll this out and then hopefully only have 1 lip liner in the project and get more use out of it. Because I do have a rule that I can't have more than 2 of the same product in the project at once. So it's not like I would pull a 3rd lip liner, but I would really prefer to only have 1 if I have to have 1. So I don't know, hopefully that made sense. This is in the color 15 Honey Berry. I almost didn't even tell you the name because I forgot that this one actually has a name. Yeah, so I have used this 8 out of the 20 times, which not bad, not bad. Especially because I don't usually wear like bolder colors like this, but the lipstick kind of tones it down, so it works. So 8 uses on that, and my goal is 20 uses. The last item that was in the intro is I have a lot of e.l.f. in here. Anyway, is the e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick in Cider. And I have also used this 8 times because I've been using them together. And you can actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see, you can actually see like purple on there from putting it over the lip liner. I don't even know if it's focusing. Anyway, that is that. I feel like it looks like it's gone down a little bit, but really not super noticeable. And my goal on this one is to use it up. So again, this one is going to be in here for a bazillion years. I do have, I think, a rule that I put in. Let's see. Nope. No, that's on my Pan Those eyeshadows that I put a rule in where I could like swap things out. I think I'm going to make a new rule now. If a product has been in the project for 6 months and it's not used up, I reserve the right to swap it out. I'm going to write that down right now. Okay. So I reserve the right to switch out an item, swap it out if it's been in for 6 months. I think that's a fair rule. Because if my goal is to use it up and it's not used up in 6 months of consistent use, I feel like that's just going to save my sanity to be able to roll it out. Now, that said, I don't have to. If I've used it for 6 months and it's not finished yet, but it's almost there, I can keep it in, you know? But I just feel like that rule is just going to make things a lot, I don't know, a lot easier. Kind of save my sanity a little. Anyway, because I'm rolling out 2 items and I have 1 item that's like so close to rolling out, I'll be rolling in 3 new items to replace them. All of them are free pick items, and the kind of thought process behind having the free pick items was I have some categories of makeup where I really want to dwindle down the amount of products I have, because I feel like those categories don't serve me to have an abundance of variety necessarily. So mostly base products, where I have products in those categories that I'm either not a fan of or I don't really care that much about and just kind of want to get through. So yeah. So to replace my setting spray, I have another setting spray, and that is the NYX Metcaina Mist. It's from their Avatar collection, and I was going to pick one of my older mists, but the sprayer on it is broken and I just really didn't feel like going through the trouble of decanting it. I do have one, like another bottle I could decant it into, but it's just kind of a pain, and I have other sprays I can get through in the meantime before I have to deal with that. So I picked this one because it's one of the smaller ones that I have, so I figured I could get through it relatively quickly. And honestly, I had not used it until like a couple, like, I don't know, last week or something when I ran out of my other one. So I have been using this since the other one ran out, but I will not be counting any of those uses because it wasn't officially rolled in. So this is replacing the setting spray, and my goal will be to use that up. To replace the Believe Beauty setting powder, I have my e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and this is, let's see, it's very full. Hopefully you can see the line is like right there. It's pretty much full. It's in the color light too. There's like no labeling on this except for like a tiny little dot right there. But yeah, my goal is going to be to use this up. I'm just going to use it, like I said, until it's gone. I feel like this is the easiest way for me to get through these base products, because other than maybe having a couple different types of primers that do different things and having a couple different shades of a couple different formulas of foundation that I need for different times of year, I don't need a lot of variety in those areas, and I have way more variety than I feel like I need. And setting powder, like I feel like I only realistically need one setting powder, maybe two if I'm feeling sassy. But like I don't really need to change my setting powders throughout the year. And I just need to find one that works really well for me and stick with it, because I don't really care that much about having a variety in that area the same way that I do in like cheek products and lip products. Not to say that once I narrow it down that I won't ever try new ones, because I think that's really the only reason I would ever have more than one setting powder moving forward, is if I like want to try a new brand. But even then, I don't want to exceed more than 2 setting powders at any time. So hopefully this is making sense why I chose these specific free picks. Anyway, probably over explaining, but that's my new setting powder. And then to preemptively replace the primer, I have my e.l.f. Hydrating Booster Drops, and they're very thick in there, so it's like climbing on the walls. And it's not supposed to be this thick. It wasn't originally, but it's like it's drying out. It's so weird. But I want to get use out of this while I can, and I really don't think it'll take me too long. So once I get my last like 2 to 3 uses out of the pumpkin one, I'm going to move on to this one. And honestly, there's no way this won't be done by the next update. I really just think it will. I need to let it sit like this though, so it can all get to the bottom and I can actually pick it up with the dropper. I have like a mini spatula, like makeup spatula thing that I could use to get it out, but I think if I just let it sit like that, it'll be fine. So I think next update, I should have a couple things rolling out. So this will definitely be rolling out officially next update. I won't be replacing it because I've replaced it in this video. However, if this is also gone by then, which it could be, I guess I would be rolling in a new product. So potentially 2 rollouts next month. We will see. But if I roll out both, I'm only going to be rolling in one more. Anywho, my concealer should be done by then, so I'd be able to roll in another thing there. And then I'm hoping to have my 20 uses on the Essence lip liner done by then, so I could roll in another product there too. So that would be amazing if I could have essentially 4 rollouts next update. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know. But yep, that is it. So that's it for my Project Pan update. I feel like I have been far more consistent with this project than I have been with Project Pans in the past. And I think I had a lot of issues with trying to do Project Pans in the past. And I think it was just because I wasn't giving myself the right mixture of free choice and randomization and hard goals and like quick, easily achievable goals. But I think I've got it down now. I think I have a system that works for me. It's been working for me the first month, so hopefully it continues. And also my Pan Those eyeshadows has been going really well too. So I'm super excited about panning for 2025 because it's working out so far. And we haven't even gotten to 2025 yet. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.